While most authors of the 15th and 16th century accepted Gutenberg as the inventor of the letterpress book printing, there were competitors that credited the novelty to themselves. For example, in 1477, the printer Jean Breton from Bourges claimed to have invented the admirable art of printing, as well as the no less laudable machines used for it, independently and with no one's help. Concurrently, in the city of Venice, the printer Nicholas Jansen was praised as the true inventor of the marvelous art of printing. This did not go unnoticed in Germany, where Ulrich Zell, the author of the Chronicles of Cologne in 1499, vehemently objected to the claims. In Mentz, Gutenberg's two co-partners, Johannes Fust and Peter Schoffer, were described as the actual discoverers of the letterpress book printing by their descendants without any mention of Gutenberg being made. Other legends about the inventor of the letterpress printing technique were spread throughout the 16th and 17th centuries. The historical Dutch chronicle, the Batavia, tells the story of the certain Lawrence Costa of Haarlem, who was supposed to invent the letterpress printing. However, his invention was allegedly stolen by an apprentice, a Johannes Faust, who robbed it from his workshop on Christmas Eve and subsequently took it to Mentz. The name of the supposed thief is incredibly similar to that of Gutenberg's financier and associate, Johannes Fust. According to an Italian chronicle from the 17th century, a similar fate was supposed to have befallen an Italian printer, Papiermühle Castaldi, in the town of Felte. He too was said to have been robbed by his apprentice from Mentz, in this case called Faltus. Both of these alleged inventors had monuments erected in their honor in their home cities in the 19th century. A particularly bizarre yet intriguing myth comes to us from Gutenberg's former place of residence, Strasbourg, where the printers Johannes Mentelin had been letterpress printing since 1460. An apprentice by the name of Johannes Gensfleisch spied on Mentelin in his workshop until he fully understood the process. He then fled to his hometown of Mentz, where he sold his ill-acquired knowledge to the wealthy merchant Johannes Gutenberg. Stricken by grief over his loss, Mentelin died shortly after, while the thief was then punished through the loss of his eyesight. It's unclear if the writer of this story was aware of the fact that Johannes Gensfleisch was the birth name of Johannes Gutenberg. In the 19th century, a bust of Mentelin was put up in his hometown of Selstadt. The man portrayed on it is almost indistinguishable from Johannes Gutenberg. The words Mental of Selstadt, the inventor of printing, are written on the plinth. A print of Mentelin from 1472 is exhibited in the central showcase here in the room.